Yes, good evening, all of you. Welcome to the next lecture of superposition of waves. And in the previous lecture, we understood harmonics and overtones. So let us quickly revise what are the things that we understood. We understood what is called as fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency, it is the lowest frequency possessed by any musical instrument. It is denoted by what n. What are harmonic? Harmonics are the possibilities, the probabilities, okay, the integral multiple of fundamental frequencies, that is 1 multiplied by n, 2 multiplied by n, 3 multiplied by n. These all are called as harmonics. While overtones are the frequency or the sounds which are actually present in the musical instrument. So the overtones can be, they are numbered after fundamental frequency. So they are N1, N2, N3, like this. These are what overtones. Now N1 can be what? N1 can be 2N, or N2 can be 3N, or N3 can be 4N, like this. Or N1 can be 3N, N2 can be 5N, and N3 can be 7N. Now, this is the case which is observed in the case of vibrating string, and the same case we are going to observe in the pipe open from both ends. Pipe open from both ends. So we say that all harmonics are present. All harmonics are present as overtone. All harmonics are present as overtone. But in the next case, that is the case like this, where 3 and 5 and 7 and this kind of overtones are present, we can say odd harmonics are present. Odd harmonics are present as overtone. Odd harmonics are present as overtone. Now, this kind of behavior we are observing in the case of pipe open from one end. Pipe open from one end. Pipe open from one end. So these are all things we observed in the case of what harmonics and overtones. So let us move ahead. The next is the end correction in the organ pipe. This we have not understood. So let us talk about this. What is the end correction? Now, organ pipe, it is classified into two categories. You can say organ pipe, it is classified into two categories. Organ pipe, it is classified as pipe closed at one end, pipe closed at one end, and the second category can be we can call it as a pipe open from both ends. Pipe open from both ends. So in the case of pipe which is closed at one end, so what type of structure we consider? For closed pipe, we consider a structure like this. So this is what a pipe closed at one end. So since this is what a closed end, this is what a Benz surface. What is formed here? Obviously, node is formed here, and at this position, antinodes are formed. But if you observe that in the case of rarer medium, how we consider the transverse wave, which is reflected from the rarer surface, we consider a cardboard attached to a spring. So whenever the crest is incident, it is going to push this cardboard in the backward direction, and because of this spring force, the cardboard is again going to push like this. Okay, so that means this surface, it is moving in the inward direction. This surface is moving in the inward direction first. So that's why the antinode, it is not exactly present at the end of the pipe, but it is somewhat above the end of the pipe. Okay, so that means that this is going to result into an error in the calculation, because on this side we consider the distance between two alternating node and antinode, which is lambda by 4, and with this lambda by 4 we compare with the length of the organ pipe, which is nothing but small l. In the next line we call capital this small l, it is equal to lambda by 4. Now according to the concept of end correction, now we cannot say this l, it is equal to lambda by 4. Why? Because antinode, it is not exactly forming at the end of the pipe. It is somewhat above the end of the pipe, and this is called as end correction. This is called as what? End correction. What this is called as? This is called as end correction E. This is called as what? End correction E. So if total I consider, if I consider end correction, this will be called as capital L, the length of the pipe. I can say capital L, it is equal to lambda by 4. Capital L, it is equal to lambda by 4. But what is capital L? Capital L is what? Small l plus small e. this value is equal to lambda by 4. So I have to consider what end correction. Then what is end correction? What is end correction? What is the definition of end correction? The distance between antinode and one of the distance between antinode and one of the end of the pipe is known as end correction. Is known as end correction. What it is denoted by? It is denoted by small e. This is denoted by small e. Small e, it has a formula. Small e, it is equal to 0.3 into d. So what d it is? D it is inner diameter. What d it is? D it is inner diameter. D is what inner diameter. So whatever will be the shape of the pipe from the outer side, the inner diameter should remain constant. If suppose this inner diameter it is what same, the inner diameter of the pipe is what same, then end correction will not, it is not going to change. The end correction will not change. So let us consider the pipe open from both ends. What we are going to observe from the pipe open from both ends. So this is a diagram of pipe open from both ends. At the two corners, what we are going to form. So at the two ends, what we are going to form, at the two ends, there will be antinodes. This is what the antinodes. Okay, so antinodes are not going to form exactly at the end of the pipe. So I have to consider two end correction over here. What should I consider two end correction over here? And the length of the pipe was equal to small L. So this is the small L, the length of the pipe. So the total distance it is equal to what? The total distance it is equal to capital L. The capital L it is equal to what?
L plus
Capital
2.
L. Very good. L plus 2. L plus 2. So we should consider two end correction for the in the case of pipe open from both ends. Okay. So distance between two alternating antinodes it is equal to what? Lambda by 2. It is equal to what? Lambda by 2. So we can say that capital L it is equal to lambda by 2. Okay. Capital L equals lambda by 2. So what we should consider pipe closed at one end, one end correction. One end correction should be considered. Should be considered. In the case of pipe open from both ends, two end corrections should be considered. Two end corrections should be considered. So what is the value of capital L? The capital L value here it is equal to what? Small l plus e. What is the value of capital L here? Capital L it is equal to small l plus 2. Small l plus 2. Okay. Let's suppose you consider you find the value of velocity. So what velocity is equal to? V is equal to n lambda. So what is the value of lambda here? Lambda here it is equal to what? Lambda it is equal to 4 L plus E. Lambda is equal to 4 L plus E. So we can say this is equal to n into 4 n L plus E. Okay, so this is the value of what V. So V is equal to this. V is equal to 4n L plus E. But if suppose you consider on this side we can say that lambda it is equal to L by 2. Lambda it is equal to 2L, sorry. Lambda it is equal to 2L. So what is the value of V? V is equal to n lambda, but lambda it is equal to what? 2L. So we can say n into 2 capital L. So capital L is what? L plus 2E. So we can say it is 2n L
L plus 2.
So this is the value of what V. So you have to remember the value of V in both the cases. For the pipe open from both ends, the value of V is equal to what? 2n L plus 2E. For the pipe closed at one end, the value of V is 4n L plus E. Now, what do you think that the value of okay, तो क्या मैं लैग हो रहा हूँ?
सर मेरे में भी आवाज अटक अटक के चल रहा है.
आकाश आपको क्लियर सुनाई दे रहा है? सबको आवाज क्लियर सुनाई दे रहा है?
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है सर.
अरे हार्दिक भाई, तुझे नहीं आएगा तो लोग क्या बोल सकते हैं, अभी तू इतना दूर बैठा है। आ गया गाँव से? हार्दिक गाँव से आ गया? अभी
हेलो।
जान कुछ के नहीं बोलेगा
और
कि।
आपका आवाज कट रहा है।
हेलो।
हाँ हार्दिक, हार्दिक आपकी आवाज आ रही है हमें। हार्दिक आप गाँव से आ गए? क्या लेक्चर बैठने का मूड नहीं हो रहा है क्या? मतलब पहले भी लेक्चर नहीं बैठे आप तो। स्वाति मैम का लेक्चर आपका खत्म हो गया, इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम। Now what I can see is my Zoom app is working 100% fine because I know all the debugging tools of Zoom. Okay, so I can see that my voice is properly going on the internet. I can check it और मुझे वो सामने दिख रहा है कि मेरा वॉइस इंटरनेट पे बराबर जा रहा है। If there is any problem in my mic, then वहाँ पे मेरा वॉल्यूम जो है वो मुझे दिखता नहीं। सिग्नल, वॉल्यूम का सिग्नल नहीं दिखता, ऑडियो सिग्नल नहीं दिखता। अगर मेरा कुछ नेट प्रॉब्लम रहेगा, इशू रहेगा, तो भी मुझे मैसेज आएगा कि इंटरनेट इज नॉट प्रॉपर और इंटरनेट इज अनस्टेबल एंड आई कैन चेक दैट आउट। आशीष, आई वांट टू नो फ्रॉम यू वेदर माय वॉइस इज क्लियर और नॉट।
आ रहा है सर मेरे को अब तक।
क्लियर है? आपको अच्छे से सुनाई दे रहा है? Yes, am I Matre? Is my voice clear? Am I Matre? Am I Matre? Are you there? Only 26 students. Okay. Voice disturbance is from behind. Okay. डिस्प्ले हो गया तेरा? अभी आवाज नहीं आ रहा। हमें मात्र मेरी आवाज आ रही है क्लियर? Okay, so I think now it is fine for all. Okay, now there is no noise, correct? And let us continue with the lecture. What we were studying is we were studying end correction in the organ pipe. The definition of the end correction is the distance between the antinode and one of the end of the pipe is called as what? The end correction. It is denoted by small e, and small e formula is what? Small e formula is 0.3 into small d, and small d is what? Inner diameter. So this is what an inner diameter. So outer edge, let it be any outer edge, but if suppose the inner diameter is what fixed, so the end correction is not going to change. We are studying the end correction in the organ pipe. So organ pipe can be classified into two categories. That is the organ pipe which is closed at one end, and the organ pipe which is open from both ends. Now, what we can say is one end correction should be considered in the case of pipe closed at one end because only one side antinode is formed. While in the case of pipe open from both ends, two sides antinodes are formed. So both the sides end correction should be considered. So two end correction should be considered at the pipe open from both ends. L it is equal to small l plus e, and capital L it is equal to small l plus 2e. So this is what two end connection considered. So we know that v is equal to n lambda. So lambda value is what? 4n L plus e. This is the value of velocity. In this case, the velocity is equal to 2n L plus 2e. Okay. So this much only we understood. We understood that why antinode is not exactly forming on the edge of the pipe because this is what a rarer surface, and the wave, it has the strength to move this rarer surface in further. It has the strength to push that rarer surface in the backward direction. So that's why the antinode is not forming exactly at the end. Okay. So now let us see on which factors this end correction depends on. End correction depends on what factors? What do you say? End correction depends on. Yes, Hardik, first point, end correction depends on. That's very simple. फर्स्ट पॉइंट तो बहुत ज़्यादा सिंपल है. इस हार्दिक इज नॉट देयर. Hardik is there. Okay. Hardik, what is the first point? The end correction of the pipe depends on. अगर हार्दिक ने आंसर नहीं दिया तो हार्दिक आज के लिए एब्सेंट हो जाएगा. आज के लेक्चर में एब्सेंट हो जाएगा. कॉल चला जाएगा उसे कि he was not paying attention in the lecture. Okay. So Hardik is absent. हमें मात्र end correction depends on which factor? You can see this is what the formula of the end correction. So end correction depends on what? Yes. Ashlesha, what end correction depends on? Yeah, very good, Ashish. End correction depends on the inner diameter. The first point is end correction depends on inner diameter. What is the second point? The second point, end correction depends on the wind flowing. The wind flowing above the pipe. The wind flowing above the pipe. Okay, if suppose the wind is flowing above the pipe, so there may be the possibility that this antinode will be forming exactly at the end of the pipe. The third factor it depends on is the temperature. Okay, so you should note the three factors on which this end correction depends on. End correction depends on first the inner diameter, second is what wind flowing above the pipe, and the third one is what temperature. Okay, so this is what the factors on which end correction depends on. So I request you all to please take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next part. Okay, very good, Sarah. It depends on inner diameter. So you take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next. Taken the screenshot? Okay, okay. So we are moving to the next part now. Next part is pipe open from both ends. So we understood something about the pipe open from both ends, and what are the things in the case of pipe open from both ends. The first part was the fundamental frequency. What the fundamental frequency was equal to n, which is equal to v divided by, for open pipe open from both ends, it was 2l, smaller. But now we understood the end correction, so it is open from both ends. So two end correction should be considered. It should be L plus 2V like this. Okay. What about the harmonics? For open from both ends, all harmonics are present as overtone. What we understood is all harmonics are present as overtone. All harmonics are present as overtone. So since all harmonics are present as overtone, what is the first overtone? It is what? 2 into n. So 2 into n means what? V divided by L plus 2E. The third one is what? N2. N2 it is what? 3 into n. 3 into n is what? 3V divided by 2 into n plus 2E. The next one is what? Next one is what? N3. N3 it is equal to 4 into n. 4 into n is what?
2v upon l plus 2v.
Yeah, 2V divided by n plus 2E. Very good. Good, very good. So these all are what? These all are the values of pipe open from both ends if we consider the end correction. Okay. So the next one is what? Pipe closed at one end. So we understood the pipe closed at one end as well. So in the case of pipe closed at one end, what was the fundamental frequency? The fundamental frequency was equal to n, which is equal to v divided by. For closed at one end, I told you to remember it is what? 4 into small l. But since we studied end correction, so small l should be written as what? Plus e, because it is what? Pipe closed at one end, that means only one end correction should be considered. So what is the fundamental frequency? That's the fundamental frequency. What we understood is only odd harmonics are present as overtone. Only odd harmonics are present as overtone. Only odd harmonics are present as overtone. So what this value is equal to n1, it is equal to what? 3 into n. That means odd number is present. N2 it is equal to what? 5 into n, odd number. N3 it is equal to what? 7 into n. So these are the various overtones which are present. So this is what 3v divided by 4 into n plus e. and this is what 5v divided by 4 L plus E, and this is what 7v divided by 4 L plus E. This will be already understood. Okay. So let us consider the another one. Practical determination of end correction. Okay, practically how we can determine the end correction. So how the question will be there? The question will look like this. First is define end correction. So you very well know the definition of end correction. Define end correction. Derive its expression for 5 closed at one end, suppose. Derive its expression for 5 closed at one end. So we'll consider a pipe. We will write consider a pipe. Consider a pipe closed at one end. Of length how much? कितना length लेना चाहिए? Small L के
Small
क्या?
L. Small
Very
L.
good, very good, very good. So consider a pipe closed at one end of length small l as shown below. So this is what
सर हम लोग कैपिटल एल क्यों नहीं लिए?
because end correction अभी तक consider नहीं किया ना, end correction अभी तक picture में नहीं आया. Okay, so the value of pipe का length हमेशा small l ही होता है. End correction consider करोगे तो capital L is not the length of the pipe, small l is the length of the pipe. If you consider end correction, that will be the capital L, which will be equal to lambda by 2 or lambda by 4, whatever. Okay. So consider a pipe closed at one end of length small l as shown below. So this is what the diagram. So we will stay in the case of pipe closed at one end. One end correction should be considered. One end correction should be considered. So what will be the value of capital L? L plus E. The value of capital L will be equal to what? L plus E. Okay. So consider the fundamental case. Considering the fundamental case. फंडामेंटल केस मतलब क्या? फंडामेंटल केस मतलब द लोवेस्ट केस. लोवेस्ट केस मतलब क्या? यहाँ पे क्या बनना चाहिए? नोड. यहाँ पे क्या बनना चाहिए? एंटी नोड. सो दिस इज द लोवेस्ट केस. तो यहाँ पे द वे विल लुक लाइक दिस. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द एंटी करेक्शन E. Okay, and the total will be capital L. The total going to be capital L, and the distance between this A plus A and N कितना रहेगा? एंटी नोड और नोड के बीच में डिस्टेंस लैम्डा बाय 4. अलग अलग रहेगा तो लैम्डा बाय 4. सेम रहेगा तो lambda by 2. Considering the fundamental case, what we can say, capital L, it is equal to lambda by 4. Okay, so this implies what is the value of lambda? Lambda is equal to 4 into L. 4 into L मतलब 4 into L plus E, right? Lambda it is equal to 4 into L plus E. But what is the value of V? But V is equal to N lambda, and V is the velocity of sound in air, and that is going to be constant. This is going to remain constant. This is going to remain constant. Okay. So what is going to be the value of V? If suppose this is what constant. So if suppose another frequency is present, N1 and N2. So we can say N1 lambda 1, it is equal to what? N2 lambda 2. N1 lambda 1, it is equal to N2 lambda 2, right? So therefore this is what? N1. What is the value of lambda 1 then? 4 into N1. What is the value of lambda 1? 4 into L plus E. Now for lambda 1, the length will be what? L1. Because E is what? Constant. It is not going to change. L1, it will be equal to N2. Lambda 2 के लिए क्या रहेगा? 4 into L2 plus E. Okay. So 4 value will get cancelled. So what will be this? N1 L1 plus N1 into E. It is equal to what? N2 L2 plus N2 into E. So we want to get the value of E. So ये वाले E को इस तरफ ले आओ. This will be N1 E plus, okay, this will be और plus यहाँ पे आएगा तो minus n2e this will be equal to n2 l2 minus n1 l1. So e को बाहर निकाल दिया, e बाहर निकल गया, this will be what n1 minus n2 is equal to what n2 l2 minus n1 l1. So what is the value of e then? E will be equal to n2 l2 minus n1 l1 divided by n1 minus n2. Now see, अगर यहाँ पे 2 रहेगा तो यहाँ पे पहले 1 आएगा, right? 1 रहेगा तो यहाँ पे 2 आएगा, okay? So this is an expression for what? End correction in the case of pipe closed at one end. Okay? तो ये same question कैसे पूछा जा सकता है आपको? ऐसे prove that for pipe closed at one end. For pipe closed at one end. E is equal to what? E it is equal to N2 L2 minus N1 L1 divided by what? N1 minus N2 divided by N1 minus N2. Okay. So this is what the derivation of end correction. Okay. समझ में आया? See, velocity is what? Constant. Velocity is what? Constant. So if suppose the frequency is changing, so wavelength will change. Okay, so if suppose we consider the frequency n1, what will be the corresponding wavelength? Lambda 1. If I consider frequency n2, what will be the corresponding wavelength? Lambda 2. But the multiplication of this two will remain constant. Multiplication of that two will remain constant because that is the velocity of sound in air. Kita the 340 meters per second. That is almost 340 meters per second. Yes, all of you understood this? Yes, any doubt? If there is no doubt, so you can take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next question. ये क्या अलग लग रहा है? ये कुछ अलग नहीं है, मतलब इजी है. क्या अलग है? मतलब टेक्स्ट बुक से अलग है? नहीं, टेक्स्ट बुक में भी सेम है. In case of pipe closed sentence, please unmute yourself and ask the doubt. So in case of pipe closed at one end, only one end correction should be considered. End correction should be considered. Okay. So you take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next question. Yeah, sure, Amay. Yes, completed, taken the screenshot. Okay. Let us consider the another question. So define end correction again. They have an expression for end correction. They have an expression for end correction. The question should be like this. They have an expression for end correction. In the case of pipe closed at one end. Okay. So again, the next question is define end correction. They have an expression for end correction in the case of pipe open from both ends. Now the pipe will be open from both ends. In the case of pipe open from both ends. So क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग? Consider what? Consider a pipe open from both ends. Pipe open from both ends. Of length how much? Small l, as shown below. So in the diagram will look like this. So both the sides will be open. So दोनों तरफ what will be forming is antinode. Okay. So the distance between two alternating antinodes, it is what? Lambda by 2. So this will be what? Lambda by 2. So in the case of pipe open from both ends, what it should be? Open from both ends. open from both ends. Two end correction should be considered. How much end correction should be considered? Two end correction. Two end correction should be considered. So this will be your two end correction. L plus 2e. Capital L is equal to L plus 2e because दोनों तरफ there will be odd end correction. यहाँ पर भी there will be odd end correction. So considering the fundamental case, capital L it is equal to lambda divided by
At
instead
2.
of 4 here it will be 2. Very good. So this is going to be what 2. So इधर 2 आ जाएगा. And end correction भी कितने consider करना है? 2 end correction consider करना है. So this will be what 2 into L. So this will be what 2 into end correction should be 2. So 2 into how much is the end correction? 2. Okay. Now again, but v is equal to n lambda. This is what a constant term. So n1 lambda 1 is equal to n2 lambda 2. तो यहाँ पे जो 4 4 कैंसिल हो रहा था अभी क्या कैंसिल होगा 2 2 कैंसिल होगा so this is going to be what multiplied by 2 and this 2 and 2 will get cancelled end correction ही 2 से multiply हो रहा है ये end correction is also getting multiplied by 2 so कितने end correction आ रहे हैं अपने 2 end correction आ रहे हैं so यहाँ पे the term 2 is present so this is what the term 2 is present so e के साथ में क्या common आ जाएगा 2e okay and this e का formula क्या बनेगा this 2 will be multiplied to this side okay so what is the next question prove that for pipe open from both ends या फिर for open pipe you can consider prove that for open pipe e is equal to what n2 l2 minus n1 l1 divided by what 2 into n1 minus n2 okay so ये 2 इधर क्यों है because we have to consider 2 end correction so this 2 is multiplied by e okay it is divided by the RHS another side that means it is multiplied by e okay so this means what 2 end correction should be considered is all of you any doubt in this so those who have no doubts in this so please take a screenshot then we'll move to the next part okay so I hope you have taken the screenshot let we move to the next one vibration produced in the string this topic was also completed so what was the vibration produced in the string it was looking like so this is what a string which is fixed between two rigid supports so what we were observing is loops we were considering okay we were calculating what loops so this is what our stationary waves are formed drawing is not proper so the stationary waves of were formed on the string that means alternate nodes and antinodes we studied in this so what was the fundamental frequency the fundamental frequency n it is equal to 1 upon 2l under root of t divided by m this is what a fundamental frequency is n it is equal to 1 upon 2l under root of t divided by m where what is l l is the length of the string l is length of string what is t t is what tension what is small m small m is mass per unit length mass per unit length Small m is what? Mass per unit length. So what we considered in this case, we consider all harmonics. We understood that all harmonics are present as overtone. All harmonics are present as overtone. All harmonics are present as overtone. So that means what is the first overtone? It is equal to 2 into n. What is the second overtone? It is equal to 3 into
3n.
n. But the third one is 4n,
4n.
like this. That means this is what 1 upon L under root of T by M. This formula was equal to 3 divided by 2L under root of T by M. And this is equal to 4 divided by 2L under root of T by M. Similarly, if I say NP, NP it is equal to what? P plus 1 into N, which is nothing but P plus 1 divided by 2L under root of T by M. So this was the case of what? Vibrating string. Okay, this we already understood. Okay, so let us move ahead. The next is laws of vibrating string. So according to the dependency of the value of n, there are three laws of vibrating string. N it is equal to 1 upon 2n under root of p by n. So there is a dependency of this n on the value of L. Okay, so this is called as law of length. The first is called as what? Law of length. What is the meaning of law of length? Law of length means the relation between n and L. So what is the relation? N is inversely proportional to L. What is that? N is inversely proportional to L. But what is N? N is the fundamental frequency of vibrating strings. So what is the statement? The fundamental frequency. The fundamental frequency of vibrating string. Is inversely proportional to its length. Is inversely proportional to its length. Now, while proving this L is inversely proportional, this N is inversely proportional to L, what we can say T and M, they are what? Constant. T and M are what? Constant. Okay, so what we can say, provided tension and mass per unit length is constant, provided tension and mass per unit length is constant. Okay, so what is the formula? It is the fundamental frequency of vibrating string means n is inversely proportional to its length. That means n is inversely proportional to its length. So if you combine this, n into L, this value is what? Constant. This value will be your constant. So if suppose if you remove the constant, you consider a second case, two cases you consider. So this will be n1 L1 will be equal to n2 L2. This is going to be the formula. That is going to be the formula. Okay. So you remember the formula of law of length. N1 L1 is equal to n2 L2. That's the formula of law of length. Now there is one practical experiment called as sonometer wire experiment. What it is called as sonometer wire experiment. So since there is a dependency of three factors, n depends on L, it depends on tension, it depends on mass. So there will be three laws of vibrating string. The first is called as law of length. What second will be called as law of tension. What third will be called as law of linear mass density or law of mass per unit length. Okay, law of mass per unit length. So according to that, there is what a practical demonstration that is called as sonometer wire experiment. Sonometer wire experiment. Now, what is sonometer wire experiment? Sonometer wire experiment consists of a huge workbench, wooden workbench. So this is what a wooden workbench. On this, there is what a rigid support like this. Through this, okay, this is what a horizontal and this is what vertical rigid support. To this rigid support, we are considering a string. We are attaching a string, and the another end of the string, it is attached to a pan containing weight, and it is passing through what? Pulley. So this is what a weight. weight acts in downward direction, and its corresponding tension, equal and opposite reaction. It will be what tension? It will be acting in the upward direction. So if suppose tension is constant, if suppose tension it is what constant, that means weight is constant. We are not increasing or decreasing the weight. If suppose we are not increasing, decreasing the weight, the tension will remain constant. Now it consists of two knife edges like this. These are what two knife edges. Among this one of the knife is what movable. So you can move this knife. If you move this knife, this is what the interested part. This is what the interested part. So this is nothing but the effective length of the sonometer. This is the effective length of the sonometer. Small n is the effective length of the sonometer. So whatever is the stationary waves form, it is formed on between these two knife edges. Okay. So what is sonometer wire experiment number one? Sonometer wire experiment number one is nothing but law of length. Law of length. The demonstration of law of length. That means n is inversely proportional to L. That means you are having a set of tuning fork. What you have is a set of tuning fork. Suppose this frequency is 50 hertz. This frequency is 100 hertz. This frequency is 150 hertz. This frequency is 200 hertz. So if you consider the first tuning fork, you vibrate this first tuning fork and you keep this first tuning fork on this wooden pole, all complete arrangement is going to vibrate. The complete arrangement is going to vibrate. Now this is according to the concept of forced vibration. This is according to the concept of forced vibration. Since the tuning fork is it is vibrating, so it will make the whole setup vibrate. So this is what a forced vibration. टॉम एंड जेरी शो देखा है ना? टॉम जब भी ऐसे ट्यूनिंग फॉर्क को वाइब्रेट करवाता है तो उसके साथ में वो टॉम भी हिलने लग जाता है, राइट? वो भी वाइब्रेट करता है. अरे कार्टून देखते हो कि नहीं? हेलो, कोई है? सब सो गए? ओके. Okay, so this is what the arrangement is. So what you can say that if suppose you keep on increasing the frequency, पहले 50 हर्ट्ज के अप्लाई करो. 50 हर्ट्ज के लिए आपको देखना है कि वन लूप किधर बनता है, एक लूप कहाँ मिलता है. सो एक लूप आपको मैक्सिमम लेंथ पे मिलेगा. फिर 100 करोगे तो उससे थोड़ा लेंथ कम हो जाएगा एक लूप बनने के लिए. फिर 150 करोगे तो लेंथ और कम हो जाएगा एक लूप बनने के लिए. फिर 200 करोगे तो और लेंथ कम हो जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है? एक लूप बनने के लिए. सो व्हाट वी कैन से दैट जैसे जैसे फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ रहा है वैसे वैसे उसका फंडामेंटल लेंथ क्या हो रहा है, कम होते जा रहा है. ओके, सो दैट मीन्स दिस n इज व्हाट इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू l. n is inversely proportional to l. So this is what the practical demonstration of first law, that is the law of length. So I hope you understood this. You take a screenshot, then we'll move to the second law, that will be law of tension. That is going to be the law of tension. आकाश समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
हाँ सर.
अच्छा ठीक है, अभी नेक्स्ट लॉ के लिए रेडी रहो. लॉ ऑफ टेंशन आपको डिफाइन करना है, ठीक है? पढ़ लो, लॉ ऑफ लेंथ पढ़ लो, स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो सारे, देन विल मूव टू द लॉ.
ट्यूनिंग फॉर्क कैसा उधर ऐसा रख के हम लोग वाइब्रेट करेंगे, स्ट्रिंग कैसा वाइब्रेट होता है?
वो वाइब्रेट होगा एक्चुअली. एक रबर पैड होता है हमारे पास में रबर पैड होता है. वो रबर पैड को ऐसे जोर से ये जो है ट्यूनिंग फॉर्क इसके ऊपर मारेंगे जोर से, ठीक है? तो ये ट्यूनिंग फॉर्क क्या होता जाएगा, वाइब्रेट हो जाएगा. इसके प्रॉन्ग्स क्या होने वाले हैं, वाइब्रेट होने वाले हैं. फिर ये जो वाइब्रेटिंग प्रॉन्ग्स है इसको उठा के एक उंगली रख के ऐसे आप ये वुडन बोर्ड के ऊपर रखो, तो ये पूरा ट्यूनिंग फॉर्क वाइब्रेशन मोड पे रहेगा. सो इसके वाइब्रेशन जो है वो बोर्ड पे भी चले
टेबल
जाएंगे,
पे ट्रांसफर होगा आपके.
टेबल पे ट्रांसफर होगा. दैट विल मेक द स्ट्रिंग टू वाइब्रेट. ओके, yes, taken the screenshot, I hope. Okay, so the next law, the second law. The second law is called as, yeah, very good Pranav. The second law will be called as law of tension. Okay, the fundamental frequency of vibrating string is directly proportional to कुछ तो आएगा. Okay, yeah. So whose turn is there? Akash turn, I think. Yes, Akash जी. बोलिए. सेकेंड लॉ, राइट? क्या लिखना है? लॉ ऑफ क्या लिखना है आकाश?
हाँ सर।
क्या लिखना है? लॉ ऑफ क्या? आकाश क्या लिखोगे? लॉ ऑफ टेंशन। लॉ ऑफ टेंशन क्या है? दिस एन इट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टेंशन किस में? रूट में। सो ऐसा है ना, एन इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू रूट ऑफ टी। तो बोलो क्या लिखोगे? एन क्या है? फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ वाइब्रेटिंग स्ट्रिंग। ये कौन सा सिंबल है? डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनलिटी का। सो क्या लिखो यहाँ पे? इज
ये
डायरेक्टली,
सर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल।
वेरी गुड, इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू क्या? स्क्वायर
रूट ऑफ टाइम।
भाई टाइम खराब चल रहा है। स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ टेंशन।
टेंशन टेंशन।
ओके, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ टेंशन। तो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ टेंशन के लिए किस चीज को कांस्टेंट रखोगे आप? कौन से दो टर्म्स को कांस्टेंट रखोगे? तीन ही दो टर्म है अपने पास में, एल टी और एम। तो टी अगर चेंज हो रहा है तो एल और एम कांस्टेंट है ना, प्रोवाइडेड व्हाट एंड व्हाट आर कांस्टेंट, प्रोवाइडेड
लेंथ एंड मास।
पर यूनिट लेंथ। ओके, प्रोवाइडेड लेंथ एंड mass per unit length. That is not mass, it is not mass per unit length, मतलब linear mass density. Mass per unit length is constant. चलो फॉर्मूला बताओ इसका, क्या फॉर्मूला बनेगा? therefore n is directly proportional to क्या? घूंघट में कौन? t, ठीक है। सो अगर is equal to constant रखना है तो n divided by root t it is equal to what? Constant. तो अगर फॉर्मूला लिखना है तो क्या लिखोगे? n1 divided by n2 it is equal to क्या? घूंघट में कौन कौन अभी? t1 divided by t2, ठीक है, because it is not directly proportional, so इसके लिए it will be under root of t1 divided by t2. So this is law of tension, this you have to remember. Law of tension, this is the formula of law of tension, you have to remember this. अभी इसको प्रूव करने के लिए there is what another sonometer wire experiment, that sonometer wire experiment number 2. क्या रहेगा वो? law of tension. Okay, what it is going to be? law of tension. Law of tension. What is law of tension? Law of tension means n it is directly proportional to root of t. Now this t will not be constant. Now this t will be changing. मतलब weight will not be constant. Weight will be variable. So you keep on adding the weight on this span. So this is going to increase the weight and it will increase the tension. Okay. So what we are going to observe is अपने को एक ही loop चाहिए. Okay. What we want is one loop only. So if you increase the weight, you will observe that you have to change the frequency. अगर सपोज आपने वेट कम लिया तो 50 हर्ट्ज पे आपको एक लूप मिल रहा था, लेकिन जब भी आपने वेट बढ़ाया तो अभी 50 हर्ट्ज पे आपको एक लूप नहीं मिल रहा है, आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ाना पड़ रहा है, ओके, टू गेट वन लूप, राइट? सो दैट मीन्स as tension is what increasing, so that means frequency is also increasing, okay. Or then after some modification we understood that n it is directly proportional to not only t but it is what? It is directly proportional to root of t. It is directly proportional to root of t. Okay. So it is directly proportional to square of t. ऐसा मिलेगा आपको. N is sorry t is this n square it is directly proportional to t. ऐसा मिलेगा. Such that n will be directly proportional to what? Root of t. Okay. So this is what experiment number 2, sonometer wire experiment number 2. So I hope you are getting this things. Okay. So you कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ लो. If suppose there is no doubt, please take a screenshot. Sonometer experiment, it is simple to perform, okay, and it is important also. जब भी आपका लॉकडाउन खत्म होगा, आपका कॉलेज स्टार्ट होगा, तो आपको पता चलेगा कि हाउ टू यूज दिस सोनोमीटर वायर एक्सपेरिमेंट. हाउ दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट इज परफॉर्म, इसका मतलब क्या, मतलब पूछना क्या चाहते हो कि मैं आपको मतलब अपनी तरफ से तो समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ 100%, बट आपको क्या और समझना है इसके बारे में, मतलब ये हाउ दिस
हम लोग ये
एक्सपेरिमेंट.
परफॉर्म करते हैं.
हाँ ये परफॉर्म करेंगे ना, एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1 और 2 आपके सिलेबस में है, मतलब आपके पोर्शन में है, एक्सपेरिमेंट लिस्ट में है, सोनोमीटर वाला
फिजिक्स
एक्सपेरिमेंट।
प्रैक्टिकल्स में आएगा ना?
यस यस, फिजिक्स प्रैक्टिकल।
अच्छा।
ओके, so the next one now, the last one, that is law of linear mass density. ओके, सो मैं सब कुछ इरेज कर रहा हूँ। The third one, law of linear mass density. Linear mass density मतलब क्या? स्मॉल m. ओके, linear mass density मतलब क्या? स्मॉल m. Yes, what to write? Who will tell me? Soham. Soham, are you there? Soham. Yeah, I hope Soham is absent now. Yeah, Pranav, very good. Soham, are you there? आपका एब्सेंट हो जाएगा सोहम, देखो होमवर्क भी डबल हो जाएगा। हाँ तो अनम्यूट करो अपने आप को और बताओ इसका आंसर, स्टेटमेंट बताओ, लॉ ऑफ लीनियर मास डेंसिटी। जल्दी बताओ, टाइप मत करो, बताओ इसका आंसर। अमय मात्रे, कैन यू? What this is equal to? n, it is inversely proportional to root of n, right? तो बस इसको स्टेट करना है, बहुत सिंपल है। या वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, आंसर्स आ रहे हैं मुझे। गुड गुड। सो लॉ ऑफ लीनियर मास डेंसिटी, यस जूही, जूही द ग्रेट। हाँ तो सोहम आप अनम्यूट करके बोलो ना सर, करेक्ट है, बोलो। आई थिंक जूही इज लेफ्ट। बस बहाने हैं सोहम। या मानसी, कैन यू? मानसी, हार्दिक, आप बता दो, हार्दिक। आशीष यार, अभी तू ही बच गया है, तू ही बता दे।
Frequency is inversely proportional to the root of linear mass density or root of mass per unit length.
ऐसा नहीं, वो स्टेटमेंट डेफिनेशन जैसे टेक्स्ट बुक में है ना, वैसे ही वर्ड्स में होने चाहिए। ओके, सो
The
यू आर करेक्ट
frequency of
100%।
vibrating string
द फंडामेंटल
is
फ्रीक्वेंसी।
okay. Our fundamental frequency of vibrating string is inversely proportional to the root of linear mass density,
वेरी
provided
गुड।
that length of the string and tension remain constant.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। द फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी, द फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ वाइब्रेटिंग स्ट्रिंग is inversely proportional to, is inversely proportional to square root of linear mass density, square root of linear mass density, provided what and what are constant, length and tension remains constant. So that means this n is inversely proportional to root of n. So if you consider n into root of n, this value will remain constant. Or if suppose you are interested in formula, n1 divided by n2 will be equal to under root of what? m2 divided by m1. Why m2? Because 1 divided by 2, it is equal to 2 divided by 1. Why? Because it is inversely proportional. Okay. So now how to perform this? How to perform this experiment? Mass per unit length. Small m, the linear mass density, it is what? Mass per unit length. Mass per unit length. Now what mass it is equal to? Mass it is equal to density multiplied by volume divided by length. What volume it is equal to? Area multiplied by length divided by length. So length will get cancelled. What we are going to get is density multiplied by area is what? Pi r square. So small m is what? Small m is rho pi r square. Small m is what? Rho pi r square. That means small m can be changed by changing the value of rho. Small m can be changed by changing the value of r. Okay, radius. So what we can say, linear mass density can be changed by considering first a wire of different material. A wire of different material. So if suppose a wire it is made up of different material, so what will be different? Rho will be different. Or we can consider by considering wire of different material, or if suppose we consider wire, thick wire or thin wire, thick wire or thin wire, consider thick wire or thin wire. So linear mass density can be changed by considering a wire of different material or thick or thin wire, that is the value of what? Small r. That is the value of small r. Cross sectional area more or less. Okay. So this is called as sonometer wire experiment number 3. That is called as what? Sonometer wire experiment number 3. Sonometer wire experiment number 3. So this experiment is not there in our syllabus because वो arrangement में से कोई thin और thick wire कभी use करोगे जब भी आपको वायर निकालना पड़ेगा एक्सपेरिमेंट में से, डिफरेंट मटेरियल वायर कंसीडर करना पड़ेगा, वायर निकालना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो इसलिए ये आपके सिलेबस में नहीं है. सोनोमीटर एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1, 2 एंड 3 आपको प्रैक्टिकल्स में आएगा. ओके, 2 एंड 3 विल बी देयर इन योर प्रैक्टिकल्स. नाउ इट डिपेंड्स कि आपका कॉलेज कौन सा प्रैक्टिकल लेता है, बिकॉज क्योंकि ये सिलेबस रिड्यूस हो गया, सो प्रैक्टिकल्स पता नहीं अभी कौन से ओमिट हो गए, वो कॉलेज पे छोड़ दिया. सो अभी यहाँ पे लेंथ को भी कांस्टेंट रखना है. ओके, लेंथ को भी कांस्टेंट रखना है, वेट को भी कांस्टेंट रखना है. सो क्या चेंज करोगे? सीधा वायर चेंज करोगे. ओके, सो डिफरेंट मटेरियल वायर, पहले स्टील वायर ले लो, फिर एल्यूमिनियम वायर ले लो. ओके, ब्रॉन्ज वायर ले लो, फॉस्फोरस ब्रॉन्ज वायर ले लो. सो दिस different material of wires, they will show you different value of n. Okay, that means n it is inversely proportional to root of n. Okay, so I hope you understood these things. So better to take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next one. Okay, so let us move ahead. If you consider the practical example of guitar, so guitar में क्या होता है? Guitar में you have strings of variable length also. You have a string of variable length. So these are the strings of variable length in the guitar. ओके, सो अगेन ये वेरिएबल लेंथ क्या कंसीडर करते हैं आप? द लॉ ऑफ लेंथ concept, it is what you use. Again, you have this flexibility of moving this knob. So ये knob को move करोगे, so क्या generate होगा ये string में? Tension generate होगा, such that you can change the frequency by changing the tension. So see, there are changes in what frequency. Frequency change होना मतलब क्या? अलग अलग sound produce होना. Okay. So this is what n, it is directly proportional to root of t. So by moving this knob, you can change the frequency by changing the tension. By plugging this wire at different positions. So depending upon the length also, you can change the frequency. Now, moreover, आपको गिटार अगर अच्छा वाला है आपके पास में, तो you will understand that this wire will be what a thin wire, and after that there will be one thick wire also will be there. Okay, thick wire is there, thin wire is there, like this. That means there is a changes in what? Linear mass density, so that you can change the frequency by changing the linear mass density. Now, why it is very difficult to play a guitar? Why it is difficult? Because it is the case of vibrating string. This is the case of vibrating string. So in the case of vibrating string, all harmonics are present. All harmonics are present as a overtone. All harmonics are present as a overtone. इसका मतलब क्या है? ऑल हार्मोनिक्स आर प्रेजेंट एज ओवरटोन. इसका प्रैक्टिकल मतलब क्या है? इसका प्रैक्टिकल मतलब है कि आप गलती से किधर भी आपने स्ट्राइक कर लिया, तो वो एक हार्मोनिक क्रिएट होगा और वो हार्मोनिक विल बी प्रेजेंट एज ओवरटोन. मतलब उसमें से आवाज आएगी. समझ में आया? तो गलती से आपने किधर भी स्ट्राइक कर दिया, तो वो पर्टिकुलर साउंड विल बी देयर. ओके, दैट पर्टिकुलर साउंड विल बी देयर इन द म्यूजिक. So that's why you should be very much careful while playing a guitar. Okay, so this is what all about the concept of guitar. We, or whatever we studied, so we can examine it practically. Okay, so this is what a sonometer wire experiment. This is already I taught you by considering the different three cases. There are three experiments of sonometer wire. Okay, the first one will be law of length, the second is law of tension, another is what? Law of linear mass density. Yeah, so the next one is what? Beats. What is called as beats? कमेंट करके बताओ what is called as beats, या फिर किसी को अनम्यूट करके बोलना है तो बोल सकते हैं. यस, आकाश जी, आपके हिसाब से beats क्या होती है? beats, आकाश, what is called as beats? Dhinchak, yes, you are correct. That is called as beats. So it is related to musical instruments. It is related to the concept of music. This all superposition waves. Waves means what? Music only. Waves means what? Sound only. Sound waves. These are what? Beats now. So we are going to understand beats. Akash ji, what is beats? Ashlesha, what is beats? Atharva, what are beats? Okay, no worries. Hardik, are you there? Hardik, what are beats? Hardik, yes, Hardik, are you there? Hardik, what are beats? Hardik, what is beats? Hardik, are you there?
हेलो हेलो. हाँ सर.
या कितने टाइम से आपको बोल रहा हूँ मैं, आप रिएक्ट क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो?
सर बोलो सर.
हाँ, व्हाट आर बीट्स?
बीट्स बीट्स ट्यून्स होते हैं.
ट्यून्स होता है, म्यूजिक में रहता है.
हाँ.
ओके, सो एक बहुत भयानक सा आंसर आया है मुझे. Beats are the periodic and repeating fluctuations heard in the intensity of the sound when two sound waves of very similar frequency interfere with one another. When constructive interference occurs between two crest or two trough, a loud sound is heard. Okay, तो क्या हुआ था कि मेरे भाई का भी कल एग्जाम था, 9th स्टैंडर्ड में है वो, तो उसको भी मतलब ऐसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते ना, तो वो क्या करता था, गूगल करता था वो क्वेश्चंस को, और फिर वो गूगल करके फिर वो आंसर वहां से कॉपी कर रहा था। मेरे ख्याल से मात्रे जी ने भी वही किया है, गूगल पे डाला है, राइट, व्हाट आर बीट्स। ये समय मात्रे, मात्रे, ओह नहीं, आपको पता है व्हाट आर बीट्स? ओके, वेरी गुड अमित। सो कैन यू प्लीज unmute yourself and please discuss with us what are beats? Yes, beats are nothing but a special music. Beats are nothing but a special type of music. Now, what is a special type of music? In which we are able to listen to a varying sound. A varying sound. Now, that sound, it is what first, it is what getting maximum, and then it will decrease and it will be zero. After that, again, it will be maximum and it will again be zero. Again the same thing, again the same thing. अभी इसका फंडा क्या है? फंडा ये है कि जो गा रहा है या फिर जो बीट्स प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स बीट्स प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, उनका साउंड कांस्टेंट है, उनका साउंड कांस्टेंट है। फिर भी अपने आप साउंड क्या हो रहा है, कम हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है, साउंड क्या हो रहा है, कम हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है। So this is called as what? This is called as the concept of beats. Because ये क्यों होता है? क्योंकि इन दोनों का frequency there is what slightly change. It is what the frequency, it is what slightly change. And then N1 and N2, these two frequencies are slightly changed. It is what very small differences there between this N1 and N2. So this is going to produce what? Beats. What this is going to produce? Beats. Okay. So what is beats? Beat is nothing but it is alternate, maximum and minimum sound. Alternate, maximum and minimum sound. Okay. So this maximum sound, it is called as what? Waxing. Maximum sound is called as what? Waxing. And what this minimum sound is called as? This is called as what? Waning. What this is called as waning. So that means in the case of beats, one beat means what? One waxing plus one waning. One waxing plus one waning. Now minimum sound means what? Minimum sound means zero. So this is the concept of this is what? Waxing. What this is waning. So this is waxing and this is what? Waning. And this is what? This is what? One beat. What this is? This is one beat. This is another beat. This is another beat. Now what are beats if I consider in practical scenario? So if suppose a singer is there, तो सिंगर क्या करता है, अपना को सिंगर भी रिक्रूट करता है। ओके, अभी इफ सपोज इसका एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी है n, सपोज ये सिंगर का फ्रीक्वेंसी कितना है n1, तो जब भी वो को सिंगर अपना चूज करेगा, सिलेक्ट करेगा, ओके, तो ये जो को सिंगर का फ्रीक्वेंसी n2 है सपोज, तो ये दोनों फ्रीक्वेंसीज क्या रहना चाहिए, नजदीक रहना चाहिए। ये दोनों फ्रीक्वेंसी, दोनों ऑब्वियसली दोनों की सेम आवाज तो होगी नहीं, बट दोनों की जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है गाने के लिए, तो वो क्या रहना चाहिए, सेम रहना चाहिए। ओके, नियरली इक्वल होना चाहिए, एग्जैक्टली इक्वल तो नहीं होगा, नियरली इक्वल होना चाहिए। n1 should be nearly equal to n2. now if suppose they are nearly equal to, तो क्या होगा, अगर सपोज एक सिंगर गाना गा रहा है, सुर लगा रहा है आ करके, तो सेकेंड वाला सिंगर भी जब भी सुर लगाएगा, तो अपने को क्या सुनाई देगा, बीट सुनाई देगा। मतलब एक ऐसा लगेगा कि फर्स्ट टाइम आवाज इंक्रीज हो रहा है, देन आवाज डिक्रीज हो रहा है, देन इंक्रीज हो रहा है, देन डिक्रीज हो रहा है, लाइक दिस। ओके, दैट दिस वे वी आर गोइंग टू ऑब्जर्व व्हाट बीट्स। ओके, सो we can say that if suppose you want to know what is beats, so siren की जो आवाज है, एम्बुलेंस का जो सायरन है, that is again you can say it is one type of beat. Okay, that means पहले साउंड क्या आ रहा है, उसके बाद में जीरो हो रहा है, then again the sound is coming, again it is getting zero. Okay, so this is called as what? Beats. सो मैक्सिमम साउंड कभी आएगा, मैक्सिमम साउंड आएगा कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस के टाइम पे, एंड मिनिमम साउंड कभी आएगा डिस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस के टाइम पे. ओके, सो आई होप यू नो ऑलरेडी व्हाट इज कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस. कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस मतलब whenever crest coincide with crest, trough coincide with trough, दोनों सेम सेम अगर coincide हो रहा है तो that will result into constructive interference. Destructive interference मतलब crest coinciding with the trough, so these two waves are getting destroyed. Okay, so this is called as veining. Okay, so what are beats? Beats are formed by superposition of two waves. कितना वेव चाहिए अभी इसको? दो वेव चाहिए, टू वेव्स. और ये वेव्स क्या होना चाहिए? आइडेंटिकल होना चाहिए. आइडेंटिकल मतलब सब कुछ सेम उसका, सिवाय फ्रीक्वेंसी का, बट स्लाइटली डिफरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी. स्लाइटली डिफरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी. नाउ कितना डिफरेंट होना चाहिए फ्रीक्वेंसी? हाउ मच शुड बी द फ्रीक्वेंसी? हाउ मच फ्रीक्वेंसी शुड डिफर? ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट, सपोज n1 माइनस n2 अगर मैं देखूं तो दिस वैल्यू शुड बी लेस देन और इक्वल टू 10 हर्ट्ज. लेस देन और इक्वल टू 10 हर्ट्ज. सो अगर 10 से कम है तो बीट्स ह्यूमंस को सुनाई देगा, हमें बीट सुनाई देगा. ओके, so if suppose it is greater than 10, so beats will be present but it won't will be audible. Okay, beats will be present but it is वो person जो है वो beat को listen नहीं कर पाएगा, right? Because वो human की capacity के ऊपर चला जाएगा. Okay, so this is called as what? This is called as all about beats. So what are beats? Beats are alternate waxing and waning of two sound notes of nearly equal frequencies. What are beats? Alternate waxing and waning of two sound notes of nearly equal frequencies. Okay, so you take a screenshot, then we'll move to the next, the derivation of beats. That will be the derive an expression for beat frequency. The question will be what? Derive an expression for beat frequency. जल्दी करो, 15 minutes रह गया. Okay, ले लिया screenshot? Okay, so we are moving to the next question. So the next question is derivation of beat frequency. The question will be derive an expression for beat frequency. Derive an expression for beat frequency. So what are beats first? What are beats? The alternate waxing and waning of two sound notes of nearly equal frequencies. ट्वेंटी हर्ट्ज टू 20 किलो हर्ट्ज वो साउंड एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी कैच कर सकते हैं, एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी. 20 से 20 किलो हर्ट्ज ये एक फ्रीक्वेंसी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, एक फ्रीक्वेंसी कैच कर सकते हैं. बट बीट्स का फंडा क्या है? बीट्स का फंडा है कि इफ सपोज n1 माइनस n2 इट इज इक्वल टू 10 हर्ट्ज. इसका मतलब क्या है? 10 हर्ट्ज मतलब क्या? 10 पर सेकेंड. इसका मतलब एक सेकेंड में 10 बीट्स आने वाले हैं. एक सेकेंड में 10 बीट्स आने वाले मतलब क्या? एक सेकेंड में 10 बार आवाज ऊपर नीचे कम ज्यादा कम ज्यादा कम ज्यादा एक सेकेंड में 10 बार होने वाला है. ओके, तो इसका भी एक अपना पर्टिकुलर लिमिट होगा, राइट? एक सेकेंड में कितना होगा, राइट? So this is what one frequency, and this is what the change in the frequency. This is what one particular frequency and what it is change in the frequency. Okay. So what are beats? Beats are the alternate waxing and waning of two sound notes of nearly equal frequencies. Nearly equal frequencies. Okay. So the derivation is, the question is derive an expression for beat frequency. So first we will derive an expression for beat equation, then we will be deriving an expression for beat frequency. Okay. Consider two sound notes. So two sound notes, that means y1 and y2. of equal amplitude. But slightly different frequency. Consider two sound notes of equal amplitude but slightly different frequency. Say N1 and N2. So what are the two waves? The two waves will be Y1 and Y2. That is Y1 and Y2. What is the equation of the wave? A sine 2 pi nt. Now this will be having the frequency N1, and what is the another equation? A sine 2 pi n2 t. Okay, so both are having the same amplitude but slightly different frequencies, N1 and N2. So by superposition principle, so these two waves are going to superimpose by superposition principle. Superposition principle is what? Y it is equal to y1 plus y2. This is the superposition principle. Y it is equal to y1 plus y2. So what will be the value of y? Y will be equal to y1 plus y2 matlab a sine 2 pi n1 t plus a sine 2 pi n2 t. So what you can take outside? A you can take outside. What it is? 2 pi n1 t plus sine 2 pi n2 t. So this is in the format of sin c plus sin d. Yes, Hardik, what is the formula of sin c plus sin d? Sin c plus sin d, it is equal to what? It is equal to 2. Hardik, are you there? Hardik.
हाँ सर,
हाँ बोलो, sin c plus sin d.
रुको याद करने दो. साइन सी, 2 साइन सी प्लस डी ऐसा कुछ.
क्या होता है जल्दी
हाँ,
बताओ.
कौन सी बताया ना सर?
अरे कभी बता.
आपने लिख दिया. साइन प्लस सी प्लस डी बोला था, आपने लिख दिया आगे.
चलो ठीक है. So sin c plus d, it is 2 sin c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. Very good, Pranav. So this is what y. Also Hardik, you are also correct. Thank you for the formula. So sin c plus sin d is 2
Yes, sir.
sin. Okay, never mind. कभी घमंड नहीं किया, right? Okay. So c is what 2 pi n1 t and d is what 2 pi n2 t. So you can take 2 pi outside. So 2 pi bahar. So c plus d मतलब n1 plus n2 divided by what 2 into what t, right? Into cos. Again c minus d मतलब 2 pi को बाहर निकाल देते हैं. So n1 minus n2 divided by 2 into what small t. This is the value of sin c plus sin d. Now again हमेशा की तरह अपना रिवाज है कि 2a और cos वाला टर्म एक साथ में आना चाहिए. आप चाहिए तो ये 2 और 2 कैंसिल कर सकते हैं, या फिर ये n1 plus n2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 को एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी ले लेते हैं, एवरेज फ्रीक्वेंसी सपोज. सो सपोज 2a cos ऑफ ये 2 और ये 2 कैंसिल, cos pi n1 minus n2 into t. ओके, सो ये एक टर्म है और दूसरा टर्म क्या है? साइन ऑफ 2 pi. अब ये n1 plus n2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 को मैं n लिखता हूँ, nt. ओके, क्या रीजन लेंगे हम लोग? N is what? Average frequency. What N is? Average frequency. So what is the formula of N? N is N1 plus N2 divided by 2. So this is what an average frequency. Okay. So this value, suppose it is equal to A. So therefore, Y it is equal to capital A sine of 2 pi NT. And what is capital A? Capital A will be called as resultant amplitude. What this will be called as the resultant amplitude. Okay. And we can say this is an expression for beat equation. This is an expression for beat equation. So beat equation पहले find करना पड़ता है हमें, पहले beat frequency से पहले beat equation find करना पड़ता है. Okay, and we can get the value of A. A का वैल्यू अपने को ऐसे पहले A का वैल्यू फाइंड करेंगे and after that we will calculate the beat frequency. Okay. So यहाँ तक किसी को डाउट नहीं है ना? नहीं है तो स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, फिर हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. लिया स्क्रीनशॉट? ओके, स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया मेरे ख्याल से सबने. पूरा ही रखा है. So what is the first case? First case is condition for waxing. Condition for waxing. Waxing मतलब क्या? Waxing मतलब maximum sound. Okay, maximum intensity of sound. That means what? Constructive interference. Constructive interference मतलब resultant amplitude क्या रहेगा? Resultant amplitude रहेगा plus or minus 2a. Plus or minus 2a. What is the condition for waning? Condition for waning is destructive interference, right? Destructive interference मतलब a का value क्या रहेगा? 0. A का value will be 0. Okay. So this what a waxing and this what waning. Okay. So therefore, what we can say, the resultant amplitude is equal to 2a cos of 2 pi. 2 was not there, right? Cos of pi. 2 cancel over. Cos pi n1 minus n2 into t. But this is equal to plus or minus 2a. So this 2a value will get cancelled. This will become 1. Cos to the jagah, so that will be cos inverse. So this is going to be pi n1 minus n2 into t. This is equal to cos inverse of plus or minus 1. What is cos inverse of plus or minus 1? Cos inverse of plus or minus 1 means cos का कौन सा angle plus 1, कौन सा angle minus 1. So cos 0 it is what plus 1, cos 180 is what minus 1, cos 360 is what plus 1 again. So this pi, 2 pi, 3 pi like this. Yeah, good. So this is the value of pi n1 minus n2 into what t. So this pi and pi terms will get cancelled. So what is the value of n1 minus n2 into t? This value is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So what is the value of small t? Small t is what? Instantaneous time. Instantaneous time मतलब कौन से टाइम पे वैक्सिंग आएगा? तो 0 पे वैक्सिंग आएगा. दूसरा वैक्सिंग कभी आएगा? 1 डिवाइडेड बाय n1 minus n2 पे आएगा. Then second waxing, next waxing कभी आएगा? 2 divided by n1 minus n2 पे आएगा. Then third कभी आएगा? 3 divided by n1 minus n2 पे waxing, next waxing आएगा. Okay. So this is the condition for waxing. So these are about the time interval. So what is the time period? Time period of waxing. That is what capital T. Capital T, it is nothing but the forward entry minus backward entry. So this will be n1 divided by n1 minus n2 minus 0 suppose. So what this value will be equal to 1 divided by n1 minus n2. So what will be the frequency of waxing? Frequency of waxing, it is equal to frequency of waxing. Suppose it is denoted by capital N. Also it can be denoted by capital X. Reciprocal of time period. Reciprocal of time period मतलब 1 divided by n1 minus n2, which is nothing but n1 minus n2. So there is nothing but n1 minus n2. This is what frequency of waxing. Similarly, what will be the condition for waning? A, it is equal to 0. So therefore 2a cos of phi n1 minus n2 into t. Yes, Harsh, any doubt? It is equal to 0. So 2a का value जो है, this 0 के नीचे जाएगा divided by 2a, so this is going to be 0. So क्या बनेगा? Cos phi n1 minus n2 into t, it is equal to 0. Then cos will move to that side and it will be cos inverse. So this is going to be pi n1 minus n2 into t, it is equal to cos inverse of 0. Cos inverse of 0 मतलब कौन से value 0? Cos 90 is what? 0. So we can say pi by 2, then 3 pi by 2, then 5 pi by 2, like this. These all values are what? 0. So then pi will get cancelled. So what we are going to get is n1 minus n2 into t, it is equal to 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2 and so on. So what is the value of small t? Small t is the instantaneous time. So small t, it is equal to 1 divided by 2 n1 minus n2. And the next one is what? 3 divided by 2 n1 minus n2. And the next entry will be 5 divided by 2 n1 minus n2 and so on. Okay. So therefore, what is the time period? Time period of waning. Time period of waning. That will be capital T. Capital T मतलब forward entry minus backward entry. मतलब 3 divided by 2 n1 minus n2 minus half n1 minus n2. So denominator same, numerator. So this will be 3 minus 1. That will be what? 2. 2 divided by 2 n1 minus n2. So 2 cancel हो जाएगा. So t का value same आएगा. T value will be 1 divided by n1 minus n2. वैसे frequency भी क्या रहेगा? Same. frequency, it is the reciprocal of time period, and it will be equal to what, n1 minus n2, right? So क्या लिखोगे last में? The frequency of waxing and the frequency of waning is same as beat frequency. What it is same as beat frequency. So therefore, what is beat frequency? What is beat frequency? Beat frequency, it is equal to n1 minus n2, right? मैंने आपको बताया ना what is beats. So एक waxing, फिर उसके बाद में शाम, फिर वापस है. So this is called as one beat. What this is called as one beat. So इसका मतलब एक वैक्सिंग आने के बाद में दूसरा वैक्सिंग कभी आ रहा है, ये दूसरा वैक्सिंग आ रहा है, इन दोनों को कितना टाइम लग रहा है, n1 minus n2. So this is nothing, n1 minus n2 is nothing but one beat. Okay. So I hope you understood this. Any doubt in this, you can ask me, and if suppose there is no doubt, you can take a screenshot. You have done, taken the screenshot? Okay, so I hope you have taken the screenshot. Let us move to the next part. The next part is the application of beats. So application of beats, वैसे तो time over हो गया है, वैसे आपका lecture भी नहीं था, तो ये application करा दूँ क्या next lecture में? दो ही तो है slides. चलो ठीक है, कोई बात कोई बोल नहीं रहा तो करा देते हैं. Okay. So this is what the application of beats. Application of beats में first application is what? First beats कभी आता है? Beats मतलब it is used for matching the frequency. The phenomena of beats, it is used for matching the frequencies of different musical instruments by artist. So suppose artist number 1 है, उसके पास में गिटार है, artist number 2 के पास में भी गिटार है. अभी ये properly tune नहीं होते, तो first artist गिटार बजाता है, उसको म्यूजिक ठीक लगता है, तो सेकंड वाला आर्टिस्ट भी सेम म्यूजिक बजाने की कोशिश करता है, एंड वो दोनों ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि कितने बीट्स आ रहे हैं. तो बीट्स आर नथिंग बट डिफरेंस इन द फ्रीक्वेंसी. व्हाट आर बीट्स मतलब x या फिर कैपिटल N, व्हाट इट इज इक्वल टू n1 minus n2, दैट इज द डिफरेंस इन द फ्रीक्वेंसी. सो अगर ये जब तक ये बीट्स अपने को जीरो सुनाई दे रहे हैं, जब तक बीट्स जीरो बीट सुनाई देगा, दैट मींस व्हाट, n1 इट इज इक्वल टू n2. ओके, सो दैट मींस फ्रीक्वेंसी आर मैच, राइट? So they go on tuning until no beats are heard by their sensitive ears. Okay, when beats frequency becomes equal to zero, the musical instrument are in unison. Unison मतलब क्या? Same frequency. Unison मतलब same frequency. Are unison with each other. Their frequencies are identical, and the effect of playing such instrument gives a pleasant music. Okay, so this is the application of first application of beats. Okay, this is the first application of beats. So I hope you understood this. Okay, let's move ahead. The second example is it is used to find the speed of the airplane. Okay, the beats concept are used for finding the speed of the airplane. So remember one thing, whenever the airplane is coming towards you, the frequency will increase. Okay, whenever the airplane is moving away from you, the frequency will decrease. So determining the speed, the position of the airplane, it is done by radar systems. Okay, so radar systems may use of that. The speed of the airplane can be determined by using Doppler radar, and it uses the concept of beats. What they uses is the concept of beats. Okay, it uses the concept of beats, right? बस इतना याद रखो. The speed of the airplane can be determined by using Doppler radar. Doppler radar uses the concept of beats. Next is unknown frequency of the sound node can be determined by using the phenomenon of beats. Unknown frequency of the sound node can be determined by using the phenomenon of beats. Now, for example, this is what a tuning fork. This tuning fork is not known to me. What is the value of frequency? Frequency इसका पता नहीं. Now मेरे पास में एक दूसरा tuning fork है, This is what variable frequency. Possible तो नहीं है, but we are considering this variable frequency. So this is having a variable frequency. मतलब इसका frequency मैं बढ़ाते जा रहा हूँ, बढ़ाते जा रहा हूँ, बढ़ाते जा रहा हूँ, और एक particular value पे मुझे beat सुनाई दे रहा है. मुझे क्या सुनाई दे रहा है? Beat सुनाई दे रहा है. So एक particular value एक ऐसा आएगा जहाँ पे beats कितना हो जाएगा? 0. Beat 0 मतलब this frequency and this frequencies are what same. Okay. So initially, sound notes of known and unknown frequencies are heard simultaneously. The known frequency from the source of adjustable tuning fork is adjusted in such a way that the beat frequency reduces to 0. तो जब भी 0 हो जाता है तो क्या हो जाता है? At this stage, frequencies of both the sound notes become equal. Hence, unknown frequencies can be determined. So by this way, we are able to determine the unknown frequency. Okay. Okay. So let us move ahead. This is the characteristics of sound. So जैसे कि आपको पता है जब न्यू सिलेबस आया है उसमें थोड़ा रिडक्शन हुआ है because of COVID-19. So this part is removed from your syllabus. The second one is again removed from your syllabus, the study of musical instruments. Okay. So this won't will be any weightage. More weightage is also not there in the entrance. So you leave this. Then in the next lecture we will be starting with the textbook problems. Okay. Any doubt till now? Yes, any doubt? So if suppose there is no doubt, so you can leave the lecture. Thank you so much for paying attention. Goodbye, Tata, see you, sayonara, rab rakha, bye bye, bye bye. Yeah, bye, bye, bye,
Bye, sir.
bye bye, bye bye.